Welcome back again. Moving forward to chapter number 11, that is transportation in animals and plants. So in the previous two videos you have learnt about the human excretory system and about the animals excretion system. And yes, I also explained you about that these both are very much important. That means excretion is very much important in both you in all organisms, in animals also and as well as in human beings also. Then in that you have learned about that how the human excretion system works and which organ human excretory system consists. Means कौन से उसमें से organs होते हैं and what the work of that all the organs means how they are working. So that in two videos I explained about the excretion system and I also explained about dialysis. That it is a process when someone's kidney stop working or injured, so the kidney is not able to filter the blood. So the artificial kidney used to filter the blood of that person periodically. That the process is known as dialysis. Then I explained you about what the sweat contains. That is salt and the water, the white patches during the hot summer days. It is a salt only. जो white patch होते हैं हमारी body पे हमारे underarms में वो salt ही होता है. Then after I explained you about that what the human urine contains. Human urine जो होता है वो उसमें क्या क्या होता है? 95% of water, 2% of urea and that's it. And what the animals excrete, that fish excrete ammonia, land animals such as birds, snake, lizard excrete a semi-solid white compound that is uric acid and humans urea. So today in this video I am going to start a new topic, that is transportation in plants. Today our main topic is transportation in plants. Now how the plants transport the minerals, the water, the nutrients which they are getting from the soil. So how they are transporting all the various substances into the whole plant. Yes, Casey. We are watering the plants to the roots only. हम लोग पानी उनके roots को देते हैं. Have you ever seen any kind of person जो plants के ऊपर चढ़ के leaves को पानी देता हो? No. हम लोग पानी सिर्फ ground में डाल देते हैं. So how it is possible that roots are transporting all the water to the whole parts of the plant? How that roots are getting minerals from the soil? So how they are transporting all these minerals? So this we will learn through this topic today. First of all, let's talk in the chapter first. You have learned that plants are preparing their own food by themselves by using sunlight, by using chlorophyll, carbon dioxide. So they are preparing their own food. Leaf is helping the plant to prepare food and leaf is known as the kitchen of the plant. And what is the process known as when the plants are preparing their own food in the presence of sunlight? That process is known as photosynthesis. Now leaf is preparing food. It's not like that only leaf will eat the whole food. No, leaf is also transporting the food to all the parts of the plant. But how it happened, that we have to learn through this. So in chapter first you have learned about that. In chapter 10 also, that all the living organisms do aerobic respiration, means breaking down of glucose and convert into energy. It is known as aerobic respiration. मतलब जब ग्लूकोज का ब्रेकडाउन हो और एनर्जी का रिलीज हो उसको बोलते हैं एरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन. So plants are also doing aerobic respiration. Now so moving forward to transport of water and minerals. Transport of water and the minerals. Now who is transporting water and the minerals to all the part? Root, that you are able to see in the picture. Roots help to the plant to transport all these substances. Roots, what is the function of the root? To transport water and minerals to the plants. Water और minerals को transport ही करना roots का main function है. Now roots have a connection. Roots have a root here. Roots have a root here. You can see in the textbook of your page number 126 and you are able to see here only. The roots have a root here which have direct connection. With the soil particle, with the soil which are having a nutrients. So here I am writing roots ट्रांसपोर्ट करता है, रूट्स हैव रूट हेयर, सो रूट हेयर हैज कनेक्शन, रूट हेयर का कनेक्शन होता है सॉइल के साथ, जब न्यूट्रिएंट्स जो होते हैं वो सारे ट्रांसपोर्ट कर देता है रूट्स में, एंड रूट्स का फंक्शन है ट्रांसपोर्ट करना पूरे सारे पार्ट्स में। तो रूट्स है रूट हेयर हैव कनेक्शन, हैव कनेक्ट विद द सॉइल पार्टिकल्स एंड टेकिंग द न्यूट्रिएंट्स, और पूरे प्लांट में वो पास आउट होते हैं। Now how it process works, let's see on the blackboard, and these definitions you have to write for a better understanding in the textbook or in any notebook. Plants have pipe-like vessels to transport water and nutrients from the soil. Now what are the plants having a pipe-like vessel? This question I will ask in the MCQ, that plants have dash to transport water and nutrients from the soil. So plants have pipe-like vessels to transport water and nutrients from the soil. The vessels are made up of special cells forming the vascular tissue. Now what are these vessels made up of? ये vessels किससे बने होते हैं? These vessels are made up of special cells. I have explained you that cells are very important for all the living organisms, and cells are also present in the all organisms, I have told you, and these are the very functional unit of an organism, because these are doing a many important functions for our body that we have studied in the part 2 and 3rd video. When they are working for our body, so they are generating the waste that known as toxic, and they are removing from वो toxic हमारी body से remove होते हैं। So vessels जो होते हैं वो किससे बनते हैं? Are made up of special cells, and what they are forming? The vascular tissue. Now first of all, pipe-like vessels से plants को वो क्यों है? वो ट्रांसपोर्ट कर रहे हैं वाटर और न्यूट्रिएंट्स सॉइल में से, और वेसल्स किससे बने हुए हैं? स्पेशल सेल से। व्हाट दे आर फॉर्मिंग? दे आर फॉर्मिंग द वास्कुलर टिश्यू। नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल क्वेश्चन इज दैट हाउ टिश्यू इज मेड अप ऑफ? टिश्यू किससे बनता है? अ टिश्यू इज अ ग्रुप ऑफ अ सेल्स दैट परफॉर्म फंक्शन इन एन ऑर्गेनिज्म। व्हाट इज अ टिश्यू? टिश्यू इज अ ग्रुप ऑफ सेल्स, जो सेल्स का ग्रुप बनता है, दैट ग्रुप इज नोन एज अ टिश्यू। सेल्स का जो ग्रुप बनता है, दैट ग्रुप इज नोन एज द टिश्यू, and helps the body of an organism to perform a function. Let's see again. Plants have pipe-like vessels. Just keep this thing in mind. Plants have pipe-like vessels to transport water and nutrients from the soil. Now, how these vessels made up of? Vessels are made up of special cells forming the vascular tissue. Now, what is tissue? हमने तो सीख लिया कि सर स्पेशल सेल्स से वेसल्स बन रहे हैं, तो उसको वास्कुलर टिश्यू बोलते हैं। पर सबसे पहले टिश्यू का मीनिंग क्या है? तो टिश्यू मींस इज अ ग्रुप ऑफ सेल्स दैट परफॉर्म फंक्शन इन एन ऑर्गेनिज्म, जो ऑर्गेनिज्म को हेल्प करने में काम करता है, दैट इज नोन एज द टिश्यू, दैट इज नोन एज टिश्यू। नाउ मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, the vascular tissue for the transport of water and the nutrients in the plant is called the xylem. The vascular tissue for the transport of water and the nutrients in the plant is called the xylem. Means vascular tissue जो है for the transport of what? For the transport of water and the nutrients only. These two things only xylem is transporting. Xylem का what is the function of the xylem? This question also I will ask. And what is the function of xylem? To transport water and nutrients only. To transport water and the nutrients. Xylem forms a continuous network of channels that connect roots to the leaf. So it has a network of channels जो connect किससे है? Roots से connect है to the leaves through the stem. Leaves, roots connected to the stem and the branches, and thus transport water to entire plant. See, what is the function of xylem? The function of xylem is to transport of water and the nutrients to the whole plant. Now, xylem forms a continuous network of channel. Now, plants have a network of channel that connect roots को connect किससे किया है? Leaves से through the stem. अभी leaves से कैसे connect है? वो stem के through connected है, and the branches और roots के stem के साथ leaves connect है। नीचे मेन क्या है? रूट है। रूट ही वाटर और न्यूट्रिएंट्स पूरा पास करता है। तो ये फंक्शन किसका है? दिस इज द फंक्शन ऑफ xylem. So I hope that how the vascular tissue is made up of, then what is the meaning of tissue and what is the main function of xylem. So I hope you understood about the xylem. Now the second that is tissue that is we plant are using, that is phloem. Now what is the function of phloem? Now let's see. You know that leaves prepare food. The food has been transported to the all parts of the plant. You know that leaves are preparing their food by themselves by the process of the photosynthesis in the presence of sunlight. So now leaf is preparing food, so it is necessary for the leaf to transport these all the substances into the all the parts of the plant. Now it is very essential, the food has been transported to all the parts of a plant. This is done by the vascular tissue known called the phloem. Now in the xylem, what is the function of xylem? It transports the water and the nutrients. It transports the water and the nutrients to all the parts of plant. That is the function of xylem. Now what is the function of phloem? It transports the food to all parts of the plant. So thus xylem and phloem transport substances in plants. So these are the two tissues, these are the two cells, we can say, perform the function of transportation in the plants. Let's see again the definition, that plants are the pipe-like vessels to transport water and the nutrients from the soil. The vessels are made up of special cells forming the vascular tissue. Now what is tissue? How tissue is made up of? Tissue is nothing but a tissue is only a group of the cells that you have about cell you have learned in the chapter number 10. Tissue is a group of cells. Then there are two kind of tissue present in the plant, that is xylem and the phloem. The function of xylem is to transport water and minerals to all the parts of the plant, and the function of phloem to transport the food which has been prepared by the leaves for the and transported to the all parts of the plant. So about the photosynthesis process you have heard now. Okay, this is the process which in the plants, and about the how transportation कैसे होता है plants में. Then about the third process, this is the last process of plants, that is transpiration. You have heard the word transpiration process. Transpiration is the process in which plant give out of water, जिसमें पानी को बाहर रिलीज कर देता हो. Now how it is possible? For this you have to do an experiment. Just take a healthy plant and take a 2 to 3 leaves and tie into a polythene bag. उनको पॉलिथीन बैग में बांध लो and keep it in a sunlight for 2 to 3 hours. After 2 to 3 hours, what you will observe, the droplets were present on the leaf. That is the when जो उसको हमने बांध दिया और वो पानी उसका बाहर आ गया, उस प्रोसेस को बोलते हैं ट्रांसपिरेशन. So here I am going to complete this video and this topic also, that is transportation in animal plants. So three processes we have learned about the transpiration process, then photosynthesis, and how plants are transporting water, minerals and the food from one part to the another part. So I hope you understood about this. So whatever doubt if you are having related to this video, you can ask from me during online sessions. Thank you and have a nice day.